why don't you want to have kids? Like, kids are a blessing and da-da this and da-da-da-da. And it's like, that's cool and all, but is that a blessing that I want? When I really get the money that I want, baby, I'm not going to want to spend that on no damn kid.
Having exclusively been with women for the last 10, 12 years of my life.
There's a lot of people who would try other ethnicities, but they know they want to keep it in the home team.
I will marry a white girl in heartbeat.
You are the minority.
You are more interested in dating a woman that's African.
No, I'm telling you, no. It is my life.
These sisters tried to shame passport brothers, but now they are following us to Colombia.
Hey guys, welcome back to More to Life. Before I get into this video, I ask that you like, comment, subscribe. Also, click that notification bell just to be sure you're getting my videos as soon as I release them. All right, let's hop right into it.
So I just had a conversation with my dad. I mean, would I really say it's a conversation or him talking at me? I don't know. But yeah, the conversation really was about me not wanting to have kids and like my views on marriage and just all of that. A couple months back, I kind of just talked to my parents, just brought up the topic of like me not wanting to have kids, and it was just a big shocker. They were just like, oh my God, why don't you want to have kids? Like, kids are a blessing and da-da this and da-da-da-da. And it's like, that's cool and all, but is that a blessing that I want? Is that something that I really want to deal with? And then in the next breath, you're telling me all the sacrifices and stuff you did for me. I don't want to do that for somebody else. I know how selfish I am. I know when I touch the money when I really get the money that I want, baby, I'm not going to want to spend that on no damn kid. I want to spend it on me. I'm not worried about traveling with it. I want to travel. And then like he kept attaching everything to a man. And then he's telling me, oh, you know, who's going to take care of you when you get old? My money? The community that I cultivate? Why does everything have to be about a man? He's like, you need to find somebody you could build with, somebody you could build. Why can't I build myself? Why can't I build on my own?
You can't get up.
Why does it always have to be attached to men? And I kept trying to stress the fact that I'm dating in a completely, like, this is uncharted territories in this dating as a Gen Z. I'm 22 years old. I was born in 2001. This dating scene is something nobody has experienced except the people in it right now. And it's a totally different ball game. All the tactics and stuff y'all use and talk about is not effective in this generation. And just dating in general it's not even fun anymore. Like, it's not what y'all try to give. And then my line of work, I deal with women intimately every day. I'm a waxer. The amount of mothers that I've spoken to, whether that be single mothers, married mothers, co-parenting mothers, all the genres and ways that can be dressed up and dressed down, a lot of them are not happy. A lot of them are not happy. Or not as happy as y'all try to make it seem. I really don't know how to say it, but basically what I'm saying is, for me, that narrative playing out in my life, having to sacrifice and show up and be a parent regardless if I'm good or not, is not something that I want to do. Spending my hard-earned money on a kid is not something I want to do. I'm very selfish, and I know that about myself, and I'm glad that I know that about myself, because a lot of y'all parents figure that out once y'all have kids. And I'm going to end it with this. Let me gather myself. I'm so worked up right now. But my ending statement is that girl, maybe I shouldn't say it. Maybe God's trying to tell me to shut up. But no, I'm gonna say it. If people that aren't equipped to be parents stop having kids, there would be a lot less adults in this world. And really think about that. A lot of y'all parents shouldn't have been parents. A lot of y'all grandparents shouldn't have been parents.
I only act like I know everything.
The whole struggle, oh, my childhood, I had to do this and we struggled. You shouldn't have had to struggle. No child should have. And I'm not even like the child-free type of person that hates kids. I don't hate kids. I feel like kids should have everything and more. And because I know that I wouldn't be able to, not that I wouldn't be able to give that, but that I don't want to give that, is the reason why I don't want to have kids.
Man, this is a wild situation. You know what she's stuck in? She's stuck in the independent, listening to sour woman. She's selfish. She's still a kid herself. It could be a situation, a father. I know what the father's getting at. He's trying to help mold her and direct her in the way she should go. But she doesn't see it. Nowadays, women are taught you don't need a man. And then when you hear from other sour women, it's like kryptonite for relationships nowadays. And the dad doesn't know what he's up against. It's sad, but the father can't win, right? Modern woman, modern society will win. Her listening to that, then still being selfish. And then she said it at the end. She said, then I can't afford it. I can't do it. She doesn't want to afford it. She doesn't want to do it. She's selfish. And you know what? Maybe she needs to grow up and be one of those women, hit 40 years old, run through guys, and then say where all the good men went. It's sad, man. It happens to a lot of women.
Often question, why have I been single for almost 3 years? And then I'm quickly reminded when I left swipe a guy on Hinge just because I don't like his shorts.
And she's one of those women that be on the sidelines that don't want to play the game, or won't play the game and then get with a guy and then boom, have a kid by mistake. But she's right what she said at the end though. People have kids and they shouldn't have kids. She feels like that and thinks that way. You know what? She may end up being the one. I don't know. You can't really tell. But still, defeated mindset that she has. And you know what? Guys don't want to deal with that either. So guys won't. On to the next video.
All right, I'll make this quick because I've tried to do this take a few times. I'm extremely disillusioned. 72% of lesbian relationships end in divorce. It's much higher than our gay male counterparts, and it is much higher than the straight relationships. And while we can suppose a lot of things here as to why that is, the most concerning to me are the domestic statistics between women and the emotional abuse statistics between women. It has left me disillusioned, and I was already pretty disillusioned anyway, having exclusively been with women for the last 10, 12 years of my life, having been married and divorced to a woman. I already was pretty disillusioned. But looking at the statistics and the fact that they match my own experiences and validate my own experiences with women, I'm just going to leave that there. Happy to be single.
Lesbians are starting to turn into single men, right? You see how guys are going single now? They're saying, I don't want to be involved. I don't want to be involved. You pretty much have lesbians going their own way, right? They turn into LGTOW. You got MGTOW, now you got LGTOW. But you know what's happening? They finally see what guys are saying. And you'll find it, especially with the lesbians that have more masculine features, right? Or that think more like men. They see it too. And there's a reason that those relationships are going more sour, even more than men and women relationships. You wanna know why? I gotta keep it real, gotta say it. I know everybody's woke, but it's the truth. They're not men. It takes the patience of a man to be able to deal with these things. Let me explain what I mean, right? I'm dating overseas. I have a wife overseas. And of course, you still have to be patient. You're still going to go through problems no matter where you go, there you are, right? But is it better? Yes, it is better. But you know what you'll find, what women always find with me, I don't speak up as much as I should. But when I speak up, I'm very firm, right? And so women with me, they usually realize when I told them, you see the stuff I'm talking about? I don't talk about or mention as much as I should. The reason why is because of peace, to keep the peace, right? And that's what men do. Men won't because if we did that, everything will go haywire, right? Because in a woman's head, things are haywire, ideas are coming, thoughts are coming, she's firing off, and the guy just has to be calm, right? And take it. And so that's what's going on right now with the lesbians. They're seeing it and they're like, wow, she even mentioned it. It's worse. The lesbian relationships are worse than between a man and a woman. Why? Because they're not a man. Facts. All right, guys, on to the next video.
I heard that y'all would sleep with African American women, but never would ever marry.
Wrong.
Not
never.
Wrong.
Not never.
Wrong.
It's
not a lie.
It's kind of true.
It's not a lie.
It's the truth. It's the truth. I don't want to say
How do you know it's true? Are you a man?
Hold on.
Yeah, are you a man?
That means it's anybody. There's a lot of people who would try other ethnicities, but they know they want to keep it in the home team. So I don't.
That's just what it is. They want to keep it home.
No.
It's a lie.
Let me get this
Oh
on
my
camera.
God.
It's a lie. I always say this because every time I say it, right, somebody comes and hits you with some Uncle Tom. I will marry a white girl in heartbeat.
You are the minority,
I don't
my
give a goddamn. No, what I'm saying is,
Then admit me to it too.
I know, but what I'm saying is, whenever that happens and people want to say, "Oh, no," I don't discriminate to one Nigerian girl. One Nigerian girl that walk around and say, "Oh, he's going to marry a Nigerian girl."
Yo,
Jones,
bro, listen, right? Listen, right? It is crazy as shit, right? But I have only dated one Nigerian girl ever in my life. Listen, right? The day that I turned 18, I actually called my mother and my father, and I sat them down and I told them, I am not getting married to a Nigerian girl. Point blank, period.
So you date other African women, right?
Yeah.
Okay, but exactly.
And Americans too.
But you are more interested in dating a woman that's African as opposed to American.
No.
Yes, you are.
I'm telling you, no. It is my life.
Emotional damage.
What is Sasha right now?
It doesn't matter what she is. Let's forget about it. I found love here. That's why I'm here.
Okay, you were the 2%, my friend, but I'm saying majority of men were rather date within.
I'm not gonna have because she's African.
And you know it's wild. She's talking about the majority, and with that argument, she's right. Same thing with women as well, right? When men are going overseas, the women in those countries would rather date. That's just a normal thing, right? Everybody within the community would still rather date, mostly in the community. If they're white, the majority would still rather date white. Black, still the majority would rather date black. Asian is a little bit topsy-turvy, right? But still, if you're in that country, they still rather date the people in that country. It's true. But anyway, on to the next video.
These sisters tried to shame passport brothers, but now they are following us to Colombia, trying to get in mud puddles by dingy amigos.
Guys, now you see that video there? Women are in the mud baths, right? So they're not only doing this in Jamaica, they're doing it in Colombia, DR as well, Africa, right? Now, guys are doing that too, but not the same. I've never seen, somebody please send it to me if I'm wrong, right? I've never seen like a pool. I've seen like a regular pool of mud and guys getting massages in the mud pool where they're naked and women are just rubbing on them. I've seen guys meet up with a group of women, a lot different, right? It's wild. Like the women bash guys that are passport bros, and they bash the women too, but the women in these other countries, they're going to other countries and they're just getting wild. And a woman just, I gotta have you inside of me. I guess that's how women get when they go, right? And also, truth be told, there are so many passports just in the world, right? To where, do you know how many girls' trips women take outside of the country for a piece of scratch? Guys do it too, but don't be fooled, man. If you have a girl and you're in the West and she says she's going on a girls' trip, woo! I seen a clip and the woman said, if you're going on a girls' trip and you're not for the streets, don't come. Go to the church trip, right? Where it's going to be PG-13. Pretty much, if you're not hoeing, you're not going. Wild. And that's how the majority of them feel. It's real, right? They talk to you, oh, what's up? Oh, hey. They talk like that. That's about that life calling. It's wild. And guys don't want to deal with it. Because we realize it's more to life. They're going through that. So it's coming.